I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, hello, and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. Happy Thursday. Now we all got, or at least myself and Virginia, I think we got some appointments today. I got my teeth cleaning.
Oh, boy.
Coming up today, so yeah, I got
fun.
To run off to do that. Yeah, I mean, God bless it. It's like it takes an hour solid to do, and you know, as I'm sitting there the entire time, like I got so much stuff I gotta do.
I don't have time for this.
I'm like, oh gosh.
Oh my gosh. It's going to mess up my whole day.
Oh, my gosh. It really does.
I know. I'm already thinking the same
my
thing.
Entire day.
I love my dentist, but going to the dentist is so shitty.
It's rough. Yeah, it's just awkward, you know? It's like your mouth's uncomfortable and they're spraying all over your face and, you know, they're picking at your teeth.
You're getting judged.
Yeah, no, there's usually something. Yeah, so you got to deal with that. And Virginia, you're going to the dermatologist, right?
I am. So I have to, go get naked.
Wow.
Thank God I remembered. As I was getting dressed this morning, I'm kind of wearing a baggy sweatshirt today because it's cold out and I like to be cozy.
Okay.
And I got a little dress on under it, but I was going to go braless just because you can't see, and so it doesn't matter. But then I realized, oh my gosh, I'm going to the dermatologist. Thank God I remembered to put on a bra. Otherwise, I would have been standing there with my jugs all out.
Okay.
I'd be braless all the time. I wouldn't give a shit. If I was a woman.
A lot of times I am, but only when it's hidden. If I go braless and then I have a titty shirt on, it's a lot.
But most women would prefer to be braless, right?
Yes. I mean, yes, as long as you look okay. I think the reason we wear a bra is because sometimes we don't necessarily look okay when we're braless, and we try to lift those puppies up and squeeze them together and keep everything compact.
I got a buddy right now. He lost a bunch of weight, and he says he feels good about his body, but the thing he notices when he has a shirt on, even though he lost weight, he has man tits. And they really, for whatever reason, he's got the kind of body where the tits really pop in the shirt.
They just
That
pop,
is a thing.
And he looks skinny, but his titties are popping.
Male breast reduction is an absolute thing right now, especially with so many people losing weight from, the Ozempics and the semaglutide and all the tides.
Well, he says he definitely says he's insecure about it.
Yeah, it just depends upon how your body is. Yeah, I've noticed dudes, after you get to a certain age,
it doesn't matter.
You're going to get some titties.
I have a friend who got a tummy tuck. Like he was, with child.
Wow.
He had skin removed from his stomach, and he did it because he said whenever he was getting busy with a girl and he looked down, he could see his loose fupa. It was no longer a fluffy tummy. It was just this skin, just dragging back and forth across her fupa area. And he's
their fupas are fucking?
Until he had the surgery, he wasn't really comfortable doing mish. He stopped doing mish altogether.
Yeah.
He would make the girl do the work.
Ride me, cowboy.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
What about? Oh, never mind. What am I asking? I was going to ask. What about doggy?
Yeah.
I didn't ask him, but
It's a lot of work.
hold on. Let me text him real quick.
And then you were talking about getting that shingles vaccine?
Yeah, because I had two people in my life, Aunt Kathy and my neighbor. Both in the past 6 months had shingles, and they were it was awful. It was weeks and weeks of pain,
my gosh.
and it comes on like a rash. And my girlfriend thought it was pimples. She's like, that's weird. Maybe I was working out too hard. She works out hard at Orange Theory, and she thought maybe she had some kind of a rash from her workout clothes and bacteria and all that.
Yeah.
So she popped the little pimples, and then they started spreading.
Oh, no.
And then it turned into full on shingles from below her boob all the way around to the middle of her back. She had this giant wound that hurt, and it lasted for weeks and weeks and weeks. And she says she wished she would have got the shot. They say get the shot when you turn 50.
If, let's say, you have shingles and you guys rub fupas together, is that contagious? Shingles.
I don't know. Is shingles contagious?
I don't know much about it. I thought it was a virus that lays dormant. It's basically the chicken pox, and it lays dormant in your body, and then it'll possibly flare back up when you get older.
When my mom had neglected her health for years and years and didn't go to the doctor because she was in the fits of bipolar, when I finally got her to the doctor, that was the first thing he told me. He's like, get her, above all else, even above the bipolar meds, get her on the shingle shot immediately because
Do you take it every year, or is it a one and done thing?
I think it's a one and done.
Okay, that's not bad. Yeah, I'll look into that.
I'm going to go get it today because my dermatologist, they have a little sign up that says, over 50, get your shingle shot.
Yeah.
And
Gosh,
now, I
everything
mean-
just starts to really fall apart at 50. It's terrible. You got to put cameras up your ass and all kinds of stuff, man.
Did that.
I've walked into CVS and they have a shingles PSA on the doors. One out of, or it might have even been 2 out of 3 baby boomers will definitely get fucked up by shingles. I mean, I was like, oh my God. It was such an ominous statement.
Look, Aunt Kathy was just at my house and she told me her shingles was
Mm-hmm.
awful. She's in her 60s and she hadn't had the shot and she really regrets it. So
Okay.
I'm like, all right, I am not going to fuck with shingles.
All right, yeah. Got to make all kinds of very awful appointments. It's terrible. It's rough. Got a question from Nick. He said, why does Virginia take so many medications at her age? How many problems does she have?
I mean, I take estrogen stuff for menopause. I take, the semaglutide stuff. I go off and on that. I do a daily probiotic. I do a daily vitamin. I do daily supplements. I do a collagen. I do a bunch of stuff.
Good Lord.
Yeah, I'm just trying to slow down the hands of time, bruh.
Yeah, I hear you. I got you.
If men like you didn't judge us so much.
Yeah.
I started drinking a lot more water. That's what I'm on right now.
That's good. Hey, honestly, you don't have to get a lot more complex than that. That water does a ton.
It does.
Piss like a racehorse.
Yeah.
And I've had to pee since about 9:50, and
Rough.
she's in there cleaning. And she's giving it an overhaul, man.
Well, Virginia's saying she likes to go in there and get on that phone.
It's pretty fucked up.
I can't speak for what she does in the men's bathroom, but sometimes in the women's, she's on the phone in there.
Yeah.
I
don't know. I just know it takes a while. Yeah, because you have that small window. That's the problem we have is, we have small windows of, the biggest window I typically get during the show to go take a piss is like 3 minutes. And and then it'll hit and you're like, okay. And then you got to start this thing, which goes straight for 30 minutes.
Well, I can walk you in there like I walk in Rocco to
It's
the.
honestly it's at work and
Yeah.
it's no. Because I'd rather piss my pants. I really would, because I can just think of what would happen.
I'm
and
about to.
I can imagine that somebody would be, Kevin was in the, what? And then next thing you know, I'm flagged.
That's
and
how rumors start.
fired, and
Flagged
I'll
and
never
fired.
work again, all because I had to pee one time. Yeah, I'd gladly piss my pants.
But when you really have to pee, though, it is distracting. It's all you can kind of think of.
It is. Yeah, it's tough once you get there. Pedro Lopez, he said, I see Kevin gets his hair trimmed on the sides, but can they trim his hair piece? Yeah, absolutely. It's human hair, bruh. Yeah, so they cut it. In fact, it's kind of crazy. There's been a couple times because what they do is they put the thing on, it's donated human hair, and then they put it, in with, so I got all the real original stuff on the side, and they trim that. And then they first put the hair on. It's long. I mean, it's crazy. Like, I look like I was in a emo band the other day. I'm like, you know what? You should just let me roll in like this for one day. If I could ever do a back-to-back day, you guys would be like, what did you do?
Does it ever happen to where, kind of like Darth Vader, where you have to see that they take off your piece and you have to see your original self?
That's the transition you do.
And
Yeah,
you see that.
Yeah, so you do. So you get a reminder. I go back every 3 weeks. You get a reminder of just how fucked up you'd look.
It's like Darth Vader.
Yeah, it is. It's a Darth Vader kind of thing. You want to be in like that little egg.
Right now, how much hair have you lost, you think?
I mean, it's a ton. I go back to my before. I mean, I've gone to hair club now for probably 5 years, something like that. And so I look back to where I was. Man, it was pretty depressing. I really was. I was either I'm taking it all off or, or I'm doing something else. And so I tried one last Hail Mary, and thank God the hair club landed.
I do think it looks really
Yeah,
good.
no, thank God I found it. Really, what a godsend, because I just don't know. I would have, because I had so many huge divots out the top. It just didn't look right. I couldn't wear the longer stuff. I'd have to have it clipped all the way down short and not have it look like ridiculous. And so, yeah, so they strapped that on. In fact, the hairdresser that I have, she loves when you get the new hair, and you wear it for like 2 cycles. So it's like every 6 weeks you get it.
Okay.
Because that's when she gets to do her thing. So she gets to start with something big and then sculpt it into whatever it becomes.
Interesting.
And she has fun doing that. She's like, this is where it's fun. I love doing this. And she has the little razor and all that stuff. And so, yeah, it's like getting a regular haircut when you do it. So it's all legit like that.
Would you say you are closer to Dr. Phil at this point, or not? You don't have the horseshoe yet.
Yeah, I don't really see, because your hair starts to grow back and then she clips it all off. So I get to see. But yeah, I'm not far. It's ghastly. Yeah, it's bad. And I know other people do other things. And look, there's other methods to do it. They got a lot of other stuff, because I had done the hair transplant one time, and the thing that I didn't realize with that, I got it done, and then I'm like, okay, well, it didn't cover a lot. And I talked to a guy at my doctor, and he had I think 6 hair transplants. And he's like, yeah, and I still probably could use another 1 or 2 to cover. I'm like, damn. And each one is, I think it's like $10K plus.
Oh.
How did it look? Because
So-
I know sometimes you can do a hair transplant and it doesn't necessarily set.
Yeah, I think it's gotten better. And, the guy I had gone to, I think it was good, but I was really kind of surprised with how big the process was, how long it took.
And how small the area that you were filling in.
That's why when I said, I just don't think this is my thing.
I can't do this 9 times.
I probably would have had to, yeah, to legit had that coverage. I'm like, I'm going to freaking drop 100K. I'm like, no. I mean, at that point, it's just, yeah, trust me, I love having hair and all that. And it does. It really does make you look about 15 years younger. Because I ran into somebody that was my age the other day, and Virginia saw him too, and I was like, gosh, man, we're the same age, and he looks like he's probably 10 years older than me. And I would if I
and
didn't
his
have the hair.
name is.
Yeah.
Jason Pennington.
Oh, no.
No, honestly, the hair, it does typically. I mean,
It does.
Look, there are some people that they look great with no hair, or, and they're fine. But if you don't, yeah, having that hair really does make you look a lot younger.
I'm in the early phases of doing that PRP.
Yeah.
Where they inject your own plasma. I've only done one
Right.
treatment, and it's really hard to tell after just one. But every
Sure.
6 weeks, I'm going to keep going, and they're taking pictures. And because I have had considerable thinning,
Yeah.
like my hair went from being thick
A lot of women do.
to thin.
About
Each shaft.
Yeah. Typically at the hair loss places, upwards 35%, usually at least to 45% of their clientele are women.
It's a big thing for us.
Yeah.
I would say even more than men. Like a bald woman is not as socially acceptable as a
No.
bald man.
And I think it's, the practices are getting a lot better. They're getting a lot more advanced. It's not the old stuff that you'd snap on your hairpiece and that kind of stuff. So all of it's a lot better and a lot more effective. I mean, I still, though, I started losing at 25, and I went through a lot of processes that were not effective for me. So
and spent a lot of money.
I did, yeah. Time, money, just all that kind of stuff.
We remember that big old, I don't know what the fuck that thing was you had on your head.
That laser cap, yeah, that thing never worked. Some people swear by it, and look, it's probably like with anything. Some things work for some people and don't for others. It didn't do anything for me. I was regular with it like I was supposed to, and it just, I didn't see any.
You took a
radical
lot of
difference.
Propecia over the years.
Yeah, I'd done all that stuff. I'd taken, I'd taken a pill called finasteride to try to stop the hair loss. I did that for a long time. That was like $1 a day per pill.
This is kind of like a therapy session.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it sounds like the hair pod I host for Hair Club. Yeah.
Well, when they showed me a magnified version of my scalp, it was crazy because I could see, okay, there's still some strong hairs, but there's a lot of weak hairs.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they start to die off.
They start to die off, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh no.
Yeah, that's what happens to it. That's what starts with the thinning. Yeah, the hair itself, the follicle gets smaller and smaller, and the hair gets more pathetic, and then it just closes off and gone. So yeah, so that's legit. So yeah, it's a real human hair I got. I don't know who the hell's hair it is, but it's fantastic. Whoever that person is, thank you. I got an email here from Michael. Can we ever get a detailed video of the inside of Jaybird's house? I got to see the setup inside. I want to see all the cool stuff on display.
It is pretty sweet.
Yeah, I wanted to do the whole thing with the backyard included. That's why I was waiting to do it. But yeah, I'm trying to get it all back to regular now. I'm kind of in the middle of it. Right, my house is pretty fucked up right now.
Okay, so not.
I wouldn't say anytime very soon.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I know I need to do it.
Okay.
Because we did y'all's. In fact, you guys could probably your houses probably don't even look anything like the crib episodes we did before.
No, Rocco was a baby.
Yeah, I think we're getting ready to do a bunch of stuff. I've been thinking we've been getting ready to do a lot of stuff since before the pandemic, but I think it's starting to crank up. So yeah, maybe in another year you can do an update. My house should hopefully look a lot different. I hope. We'll see. Jeremy said, yeah, you're talking about that shout it out bit that somebody'd really like. The bit was where you ask a question, for instance, like, which KVJ show member has bad body odor? And then you count 1, 2, 3, and all of you shout out the name of the person.
Oh,
That's fun.
damn.
Yeah, that's what shout it out was. Okay, yeah. I think they wanted to come back. Maybe we do another round of that. Got Jennifer here with a comment from today's headphone karaoke. I was watching Jaybird sing and more, so I was trying to watch Jaybird read, which he couldn't do because his eyes are freaking shot. She's like, I loved his face during that. I was just in amazement of what I was seeing and hearing. It was quite a combination.
I bet it's a great picture. I wish I could see it.
Yeah. Great photo. Thank you for sending that.
I definitely get my eyeballs checked out.
Yeah.
That's for dang sure.
And yeah, people love seeing the reactions of stuff on KVJ TV. Quinn was like, I just love how intense Jaybird gets during Hink Pinks. And,
Oh my gosh. I look
dialed
like
in, that guy is, yeah.
a fucking maniac.
You look like a guy that just saw Bigfoot.
I do. I look like a guy who has seen a lot of shit.
You're a guy on his porch in the mountains, and you just saw Bigfoot run by.
Eyes wide, yeah, crazy.
Not necessarily my best look.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I doubled down and dressed like an asshole 2 days in a row.
And Quinn wanted to do a bonus Hank Pink here. Now, these are 2 words that rhyme with each other. Okay, I don't know. We'll see if you guys can get it here. I give you 10 seconds. Okay, if a judge had a boner, a judge has a boner, it is a what? A judge has a boner. That could be a judge has a boner.
Erection. Objection. Objection. Erection.
Objection, erection. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, bird. Objection, erection.
That's fun. I like the idea of after the show podcast, Hank Pinks.
Okay, yeah,
Little
you can do
dirty
some of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Filthy Hink Pinks.
And speaking of objection, erection, Shakira was in Coral Springs last weekend at her son's soccer tournament.
Oh, wow. Look at them cops trying to get in there.
Yeah, I don't blame them. Yeah, they're like, hey. Yeah, look at that
We
photo.
hear you're single.
Yeah,
looks like
no
she-
doubt. She is just draped with 3 cops.
And I mean, gosh, it almost looks like they're getting ready to arrest her.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I can only imagine though. Yeah, this guy took that home with him.
Yeah, she looks great.
Yeah, she is a very attractive woman, no doubt about it. This is interesting what Maggie said. We were talking about the reason for landline phones. Some Gen Z has it now. I guess apparently to them it's kind of a novelty, but other people were talking about how, sometimes you do need it to get a good connection. And Maggie said they kept it because they realized that their 5-year-old came home excited about using 911, but all their smartphones have passcodes on it that the kid can't remember. So they got a landline. So in case something happens and the kid ever has to dial 911, they have a phone. The kid, the kid knows how to do it. Now you may not need it in a couple of years after the kid gets one. But for 5 years, you got a 5-year-old who knows 911. That might be a good thing to get.
I think it's easier for them to find you when it's a landline. They know it's coming from a direct. It's tougher sometimes with the cell phone. Mm-hmm. I think a landline, they automatically, your information comes up and they send the units out.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Then again, what the fuck do I know? But I think it is. I know I've called 911 on a cell phone before, and they've asked me where my address was at.
Okay. Yeah.
Or they call the number back.
Yeah, so that does make some sense. Just a quick thought for you, in case you were trying to think that. I am Huckleberry in the chat room. Notice that I put the Shakira email to the side there with her photo. That's actually so I can bring it up on the regular show tomorrow. But
you're not bringing that home to
yeah.
do anything.
Thanks for that.
Underneath your clothes.
Are you going to have an objection erection?
I mean, there's no way you could toss off at your house, right? I mean,
you got there's always somebody around. Yeah,
there's always somebody
tough.
around, and if you got caught,
it's tough. Yeah, so clean it up.
Who would be the worst to catch you? Probably your mother-in-law, right?
I don't know. You got a lot of people that could be the worst.
It's just there's a nightmare list. Daughter, that's awkward.
Daughter is so
Caitlin's in the chat
bad.
room too. She's like, ew, I'm scared.
What's worse though, Caitlin, or that would be worse than your
Caitlin's number
mother-in-law?
one, yeah, I think my mother-in-law would just be confused. What are you doing? What's going on?
Then does Caitlin blow it up and let everybody know what she's
Caitlin
like?
would walk out horrified. It'd just be terrible.
Everyone knows about it?
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that, but we would know about it, and that's too many. That's too many. Yeah.
My brother...
Caitlin said, I'm stopping by the house, so don't. Yeah.
Don't get any ideas, Dad.
No, you're right.
You better leave that Shakira
I'll
picture
leave Shakira
here.
right here just so I remember it tomorrow. That's not going home with me. I don't want any conversations going on. Caitlin said she'd live stream it.
I think you're fucked, man.
Oh my gosh, you imagine
Just
that?
do it on a KVJ platform.
We're going to think my dad's. Oh my gosh.
It would do great numbers,
Oh
though.
yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Maybe we should. Maybe you should tie us off.
God, oh gosh. Oh man. There's no coming back on
We'd
that.
love to have you on whichknowscutetoes.com.
Gosh. Oh,
You'd be a big pickup.
that easily ranked the worst experience of my life, all the way to number one.
Yeah, getting caught masturbating.
And having your daughter live streaming it.
It's pretty rough. That
You're
would be
tough.
Especially if she was live streaming it and you didn't know for a good
Oh,
35
gosh,
seconds.
and I was just- and-
the
yeah.
moans of ecstasy. Oh,
Shakira!
It'd be pathetic. It'd be sad. It'd be, oh my gosh, just low.
We could play music under it. Hips don't lie.
that would
Gosh,
suck so bad.
just it'd be a low mo. Oh man, there's just never. I don't know if I could ever do a Thanksgiving or Christmas. It'd just be tough.
It is tough. Since technology, it does make you masturbate a little bit more with your just kind of
You
checking
gotta
around.
be concerned. Yeah, you gotta
gotta be
look.
concerned.
Yeah, you
Looking
get that
over your
little green
shoulder
light
these
on your
days.
phone. You're like, oh my gosh, who's watching?
Holy shit! I live streamed this on accident.
Oh man, gosh, just yeah, oof, terrible. Carrie, follow up to Corporal Punish. We were talking about getting a whoop, and she went to Zephyr Hills High School in Pasco County in the late '80s. And she just had a tardy, and it was either after school detention or tardy, and she had a job, so she had to go get a whooping. And she said, yeah, we had this muscled up football coach that was our principal.
What? A man?
Yeah, I got 2 licks. She said, I even put toilet paper in my underwear to try to soften the blow, and it hurt like a mother. She said, I was never tardy again, but man.
Oh my gosh.
Crazy. Yeah, and I think it's normally if you're getting whoopings, it just still can't happen. It's those conservative counties in northern Florida.
Well, you read off the things that people could still do technically.
It's crazy,
Belt.
yeah.
I think you had a switch in there. It was a bunch of shit you read off that they were technically still allowed
Attacked by
to do.
bees. It was just like insane.
Make them exercise for a lot of.
Yeah, extreme exercise like crazy.
I wonder if you talk to that male football coach today and you ask him, hey, how do you feel about the fact that he used to like paddle the females and
He's
you were
probably fine with it. They're still doing it.
Probably has zero guilt about it.
I mean, I think it was last year they paddled 550 kids in Florida. So some people are like, yeah, I feel great about it.
Damn.
Yeah, some people don't. That's how they roll. You know, that's their deal.
Some people just choose not to evolve, and that's okay. I guess we'll just laugh at you from over here.
Just the idea of hitting somebody's kid that's
A
not
man,
mine.
a full-grown man hitting a young girl.
Crazy, right?
Oh my! Oh yeah, a dude that's not the. Oh yeah.
That's fucked.
Yeah. Got an email from Ashley. She said, I live in Winter Haven, and the Tijuana Flats here is a ghost town. You were talking about that yesterday, just how many of them are closing now. It just seems like they're falling apart.
And do you think, I mean, if you go there a lot, you can answer this. Do you think the quality has fallen off? Do you think the product has changed? And is that why people aren't going? Or is it just because it's not the new flashy thing on the block?
She said, the quality has gone down. I used to love it.
Damn.
I mean, I used to eat them a lot. I went to go find them yesterday. I couldn't find anybody. They're all gone.
Yeah, I
There's
know.
one up by me in Jupiter.
Jupiter, jeez.
I
At that point,
know.
I'm gonna get me some Jupiter pizza or something. Some kind of pizza.
I'll bring some to you because I love their queso.
Yeah.
I remember loving them, but I haven't had them in a minute, so I wonder if there's something
was weird.
to it.
Like I said, the Queen and I were obsessed with it, driving all the way to Gardens, 20 minutes one way just to go there. Once upon a time, they opened up on Palm Beach Lakes. I think we went there once, maybe twice, and something happened. She just really cooled on it. She's like, nah, not feeling it.
I know it's going to sound weird, but I loved them for a big reason. I like their sodas. Their crushed ice, it really is something to be said. The crushed ice with their soda, they had a good ratio with ice and soda and how it all tasted. So that was always a big thing.
Imagine if you went back there and that ice changed. It was different.
It would bum me out because that was one of the reasons why I would go there.
I think that's typically what happens with some of these places. They just have little things that you're like, that's it. That's why I go back there. I can tell you, I rave about that new little place that we got in Boca that we love now, the Mexican place that we found. And I can tell you, there's a couple little things. Then if they change those little things, like it's the salsas and the great margarita menu that they got, the margaritas are solid, that if anything just kind of like, I don't know what it is. The salsa's different.
The sauce can make me not go to your place. And I know I sound like a little sauce bitch.
I'm that way with Mexican, yeah.
There's been plenty of restaurants that have changed their honey mustard, and I go, I can't go there anymore. Their honey mustard was why I was going there.
This is our new Mexican spot because their salsa is better than the other place we used to go to.
Exactly.
And that's what wins it out.
And you are right. If that special most valuable player's off the menu, you're kind of like,
Yeah.
fuck this place.
Yeah, Angie was in here. She was talking about going to that place. I think you do have to ask for, they have different salsas that you got to kind of ask for separate. They usually come with the meals. I get like their tacos a lot there. So you do have to ask for the added salsas, but they've got, I think, 3 different varieties they'll bring to you other than the salsa they put out with the regular chips and salsa.
There's some people out there listening going, shit, I never even use sauce, and I don't get it.
The Queen, my wife, is not a sauce person. She'll do salsa, but that is the only kind of sauce she uses. She hates everything sauce. She said when she was a kid, her mom would drown things in mayonnaise and all that, and it's so gnarly. And I remember going to her hometown. She's from Joliet, Illinois. We were in a bar there, and I was just watching this couple, man. They were not health conscious, and they had a full-on pizza each, large each, and they each had a basket of wings, probably about 20 each. And they had a bowl, huge bowl, like you put cereal in, of ranch. And the chicken wing was a vehicle to scoop ranch into their face. And I was repulsed, but at the same time, I was so oddly fascinated. I couldn't stop watching. And she was and you'd hear the slurping as it sucked the sauce right off the wing. And she's like, this is why I can't do sauce. She's like, I grew up with this stuff, and it turns my stomach.
Who's ready for some ranch?
Kind of get it. Yeah, I'm telling you. So I get why she's that way. The place, if you want to know, it's La Condesa Mexican. It's right by the airport in Boca, right off Airport Road there by the Boomers.
And you love it.
You know what? Right now I do. Right now I love it. So we'll see, because we have that. We usually have a rotation, like I said, of about 3 different places that we go, and every now and then a place gets knocked out of rotation.
I'm looking for a new restaurant to dance with. Yeah.
Oh, I got to bring you to go have what I had over the weekend. Berry Fresh Cafe.
Ooh.
Oh,
Grilled cheese?
It's brunch and breakfast all day, which I love.
Yeah,
brunch,
I think they are solid.
They
I think I might
are
have been there
really
once.
solid.
Yeah.
They made this strawberry shortcake stack with these homemade like flat biscuits and strawberries and whipped cream and this butter sauce and like, oh my
Ooh, I
gosh.
pulled up their menu, and they got sandwiches. They got
Jaybird, I'm gonna hook you up.
That looks good.
Because it's right next to where Rocco goes to his music lesson. So now when Rocco goes to his music lesson, I go in there. They do flights of mimosas.
Oh, I like places that have a unique concept.
Yes.
With their alcohol.
They do flights of mimosas so you can try all the different mimosas. And then when you pick the one you like, they do something called a mega mimosa.
Oh, wow.
And it's
cool.
a
That's
giant
fun.
one. You can order the one that you like the most and then just sip on that one for a while.
Okay.
I'm such a fan of brunch. It's my thing.
Oh, I am so hungry. This is getting me.
Yeah.
So wet.
It's getting me wet.
Well, I was thinking today's Margarita Day, National Margarita Day.
Oh, I love margaritas.
Yeah, so I might have to take a look at, see if maybe one of the El Caminos, if they got any kind of deals.
Papi Chulo's does a great job up by me. They do a wonderful
They have a
happy
great
hour.
Yes, I've had they have a nice margarita menu. We've done a couple. Kim and I got, I think she got 2, I got 2, but we got different ones, and we pretty much went through the whole flight that the margaritas are great.
And the pricing at happy hour is phenomenal.
That's what I love. Yeah, it's usually when we go out.
I love the term sandwich tray. It's on the menu. Sorry.
Very fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to love it. I'll help you explore.
I'm not getting paid for that. It's the love of the game.
I'll bring you some treats.
So Ashley said I fell off the Tijuana Flats bandwagon, but in Lakeland there's a place called Fuzzy's Tacos. It reminds me a little bit of Tijuana Flats, but the quality's outstanding. We love all the food, and they also have a burn your butt sauce.
Ooh.
And I recommend the fried avocado tacos. That sounds great. In fact, I think Fuzzy's is a chain. I think they might have one in Fort Lauderdale.
I'm on their menu right now, and it looks good as shit.
So if you're not in Lakeland, but I did, Ashley, thank you. I put that on my Lakeland map. So next time I'm up there to see me Tia, my aunt, I will pop into Fuzzy's.
Do they fry the avocado? Like they batter the avocado and fry that? Because that sounds good. Like little fried avocado nuggets?
I would imagine so if it's fried avocado.
I love that.
Sounds like they fry it. Yeah, so obviously everybody here is really hungry.
Oh my gosh, you're right. There's one in Lauderdale, one in Orlando, one in Lakeland.
Okay.
But there one is Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
Off West Cypress Creek.
Okay, GWB said, yeah, we've got them here in Texas.
Oh.
So, yeah, people were talking about the fuzzy tacos. Yeah, Corinne said fuzzy taco is amazing. So, yeah, it's not just a Lakeland thing.
Oh, do I do tacos today? Do we do, I don't know, you're talking about pancakes or some shit? What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah. Strawberry shortcake, waffles, pancakes, cinnamon rolls as big as your face.
Yeah, I got a taco thing going on right now.
What are you going to eat when you get home?
After the dentist? I
Oh,
do. Yeah.
Dennis.
You can't eat till after the dentist.
I'm not going to eat till after the dentist.
You're edging yourself.
Because even if you ate and brushed your teeth, you still got that funk coming
You
out.
do.
I do not
Yeah,
recommend eating and go to the dentist unless you're a dick.
Yeah, then you have like
Yeah.
food breath.
Right,
Yeah.
not doing
I think
that.
that's a dicky move.
It is a dicky move.
Such a dick.
I do. I've got the taco bowl that is coming up today. Ironically, that is next in rotation for my ideal nutrition meal. So I'll be having that, and I'll accompany that with the margarita today.
Okay.
So I will do some tequila today.
Make it spicy, Kev.
I always do, Virginia. I always do. That's just how I roll. All right, we got just one more of these things to do tomorrow. Got a big old Friday coming at you. Make sure y'all here. And don't forget tonight to check out Weird and Whatever, Jaybird's podcast with Denny's and Ryan Beckett. Vicky will be back. Okay, so the whole crew will
Did you
be
see
there.
Daddy in that at all?
He will not be
Oh,
there. No.
too bad. Eye candy.
Okay, so you can check that out. Talking Ouija boards tonight. Just one of the things going on. It's going to be on the KVJ Show YouTube channel live at 6 p.m. or get it anytime you want on demand. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye.